Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, today we want to give a podcast how to build startup with Rahik.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to the our podcast. So, before we go to podcast or everything internship and anything, so let's go to the podcast. Right. So, okay. So, all right. Let's get into the good stuff building a startup. It's one of those things that sound exciting on paper but can feel like chaos in real life, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's like what the absolutely. It's like jumping off the cliff and building the plane on the way down. But let's break it down. If someone out there is thinking, I want to start the startup, but where do I have begin? What's it's the step one?
So the step one, honestly, is not building a product or writing code. It's it's finding a real problem. Too many people jump straight to a cool idea with evaluating whether it actually solves something meaningful.
Exactly. A lot of early founders fall in love with their solution, not the problem. You have to ask who has this problem. How painful is it? A- And are they willing to pay for the solution?
And yes, and that's where customer discovery comes in. Go talk to people. I'm talking to 30, 50, even 100 interviews. You're surprised what you learn when you shut up and listen.
Right. And it also helps you avoid building a product no one wants. It's a cheaper it, to pivot at the idea stage than after you sunk 6 months into a development.
And so, let's say you've done your research and validated the problem, and you have rough idea of the solution. So, what next?
Now we're talking minimum feasible product on the MVP. The goal isn't to build a perfect product, it's to build a simplest version that tests your core assumption.
And yeah, forget perfection. Just get something out there. Even a landing page or a clickable prototype can be enough in the early days.
And don't want too long. Some founders get stuck polishing version 1.0 forever. You want you want real feedback from a real user as early as possible.
I totally agree with that. And while you are doing that, start thinking about your team. You don't need a huge one, honestly. A couple of people with complementary skill can be way more effective than a big team early on.
Yeah, and culture start on day one. How you communicate, how your decisions are made, how you deal with problems, it all gets baked in early. So pick people who are not just smart but aligned with your values.
Now, let's talk about money. Should you raise funding right away?
Tricky question. My take, if you can bootstrap, do it. It gives you control and force you to be scrappy. But if your idea needs a capital to get off the ground like hardware, logistic, or heavy R&D, then yeah, funding might be necessary.
And yeah, and even then, you better be ready with a solid pitch. Investor don't fund ideas, they fund execution, team, friction, and market potential.
Speaking of market size is another big one. Investor want to know if this $1 billion opportunity or a nice hobby. But even if you're not raising money, You still want to know if it worth your time.
And correct. So many people overlook this. You might build a great product, but if the market is too small, it's going to cap your growth.
Let's shift gears. What about mistake early founders make?
Oh, there is a long list. And for the one of the biggest is waiting too long to lunch. You'll never feel ready. Lunch before you're comfortable. It's how you learn.
Another one, trying to everything yourself. It's tempting to be a CEO, CMO, designer, developer, support rep, but you'll burn out fast. Delegate, automate, or outsource where you can.
And one more, ignoring the numbers. Even at the early stage, track metrics. What's your user acquisition cost? What's churn? What feature are people actually using?
Data doesn't lie. And even if you're pre if you're pre-refined, you can track an engagement, grow rates, conversation funnels. It gives you a clarity.
Okay, let's wrap this up with a mini checklist. Are you ready?
Go for it.
Okay. So for the one is the identify a real problem, and after you do identify your real problem, then talk to user, lots of them. So you need to talk to a lot of user, and then after that you will build an MVP, not a masterpiece. So you don't need to build a masterpiece, just build something that may be useful. And then after you do that, and then get feedback early and often. After you get the feedback, and then build a lean and aligned team. So team is very useful in your business. And then after that, you bootstrap if you can, and then rise smart if you must. And after you do that, you track your number from day one. After that, stay flexible pivot if needed. And then nine is launch early. And for the last is stay focused and always with solving the problem.
Boom! That's solid 10-step playbook. And hey, don't forget to enjoy the ride. It's messy, it's it's hard, but it's not for rewarding things you can do.
And it's absolutely building a startup will teach you more about yourself than any job ever could.
So I want to ask Rahik,
What is it?
what is a startup actually mean?
So startup is like you make a new business or maybe a new things or new services to the customer. So maybe your startup is have two ways, and the one way is maybe your startup is maybe not going to be success, or the second one is your startup is going to be success. And how to be your startup become success? So to become a success, tell you with the podcast with Ayan.
Okay. What is the example of startup in Indonesia? Maybe like Traveloka. It's a startup.
Yeah, it's startup. And for the other one, then Traveloka is like Ruang Guru is for learning, and then for Gojek is like to brings you food or brings you to place, and then the Halodoc for you to check your healthy, and then the Tokopedia for like Shopee,
Okay. And I want to tell a startup the differences startup and mini market like UMKM. What is
So for startup is more like about the technology. Like for the technology, like the what maybe a new phone or maybe your phone can be folded and then like that. And for the UMKM is like for a little business, or like maybe you sell food, or maybe that's for the
Okay.
different of startup and UMKM. Okay.
Okay. So that's mean follow that that the founder is Taki is a startup, right?
Yes, that can be startup.
And then examples in IDN like Color Research
Oh
is
yes,
that
for
startup?
which one? What?
Color.
Color, that is startup. So for a studio is like for design, right? So is kind of startup. Maybe for now the Polar is not that big, but maybe in the future the Polar can be very big.
So startup must be one founder or can be more.
There's maybe can be more and maybe just one.
Okay, I think that's for our podcast.
Yes. And thank you for listening to our podcast.
Thank you very much.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.